3, 2, 1. Woo! Welcome in. How are you? How's it going? I'm gonna go ahead and keep this hand. I hope you're doing amazing wherever you're coming, wherever you're going. If you're a Magic player or just some random internet enthusiast, you are in the right place, I promise you, as we go ahead and battle my first match with the green post-rotation Eldrazi deck. This is probably going to be a tough game because I'm just going to crack this now. Very hard to empty our hand. We just need a forest, period. Very hard to empty our hand. And game one, probably get just totally annihilated. Yeah, so I'm doing early Pro Tour testing. Also, YouTubing. If I was not a YouTuber, I would not test for the Pro Tour exactly like this, but I am, so I am. Yeah, I just killed two birds with one stone. Why start so early? Play against old decks because not so much is actually going to change, and you just want to get Thermo Alchemist. You just want to get good with archetypes. You want to learn what's going on. So probably want to get down Matter Reshaper and then hit Vessel, and then if we're going to win, it's going to be very close. But if we're going to win, it's going to be through a big Decimator. So, see, we're getting burned, getting super burninated. We're getting Trogdored right now. Incendiary Flow, Exiles, so good against us. Oh, the opponent went to the face instead. Well, that's not necessarily a good sign either. Ishkana, well, oops, I'm supposed to have another land in the sideboard. Deck is arguably has not enough lands. Okay. Interesting. Burninate. There's an Emrakul, but we need the forest. We could also do things like, well, first of all, we're gonna need to survive 2 more turns, which is gonna be tough. But we could do things like, could have gotten the mana, the return, and then cast it, and then gone for It of the Horde Swarm. Yeah, if the opponent, we're probably just dead. Double Incendiary Flow kills us. But we could on the next turn go Matter Reshaper into It of the Horde Swarm into Decimator. Traverse. Interesting. Go ahead and attack. We'll get a lot better after sideboard. Jotty Offshoots will help. Noose Constrictor will help. World Breaker already sucks and I want to cut it. So again, we need to miraculously survive a turn. But if we do, we'll actually are on pace to win. Traverse for a basic. Oh, this might get negated. Nope. We get the forest, or we can get an we can get any non. Traverse is such a fucking crazy card. Like, look at our options right now. Crazy. Cinderglade, and then It of the Horde Swarm. If we had hit a Kozilek's return, I would like our spot a lot more because we would be It of the Horde swarming right now. Did I say it? Ishkana. Yeah, and I realized in the last video, like, unsubstantiate, geez, we're dead. I realized in the last video, I was like, Ishkana is like 20, and then Decimator, I mean, it's like 13 if we're, yeah, well, the math. Some of you in the last video were like, Ishkana into Decimator is only 21 if you sacrifice something else, and that's true. So, do we want to crack this? Not really. We're almost certainly dead. We can't actually Decimator. We've got 7 cards in hand. Too clunky. Let's just go ahead and concede and bring our curve way down. I want another land, That will really improve things. And it looks like the opponent is casting a Collective Defiance, would be my guess. And that's correct. So we're learning. Um, so the main thing is just lower our curve as much as possible. Like I like Kozilek's return, kind of. Ishkana, we don't need blockers. Why isn't this renewal in here? It gains 6 life, but it's so slow. Definitely offshoots. Gnarlwood Dryad to go aggro. Spatial Contortion to remove some early stuff. Noose Constrictors. Let's cut the Emeralds and just lower the curve. If we're cutting the Emeralds, we don't need Pilgrim's Eye as much. Maybe cut It of the Horrid Swarm. Thought Knot seems pretty good. And then Reality Smasher seems decent. Maybe we just cut the Kozilek's returns and go smash smash. And I mean, gaining 6 life seems not terrible. So I'll just try this out on the play. I'm not gonna mulligan this hand. That's for certain. Am I going to traverse turn 1? I think I am gonna traverse turn 1. On the other hand, it's like, yo, we should probably wait till we hit Delirium. We're not Delirium anymore. Or not so much. Turn 2 Grapple, turn 3 Reshaper, turn 4 Thought Knot, turn 5 Thought Knot. Evolving Wilds. Very, very, very interesting. We could grapple for a land. I think I'm going to go for the Evolving Wilds rather than grapple because I want to be 100% for us to curve out. 100% to curve out, very important. Tormenting Voice, sure, whatever. Get a Forest. Tormenting Voice is fine for us. We're getting a little tempo lead. There's a Vessel. Oops, that's not Thought Knot. Play a Matter Reshaper. Ship the turn, then we go Thought Knot into Thought Knot, and that should be pretty good. We'll see. Fevered Visions, okay. That's going to do a lot of damage to us, although we can pretty much play Thought Knot till the game ends. This is also why we should have an extra land. Collective Defiance is the one we want to take, although the opponent can unsubstantiate our Thought Knot. But we're technically winning this race. And we've drawn a Smasher, so we really, really, really badly want to hit land so bad. But I built the deck a little bit land light. Thermo Alchemist. Probably we'll have our Thought Knot unsubstantiated. I like our spot a lot if we draw land here. We did. So do we want to play a Reality Smasher or another Thought Knot? I like playing a Thought Knot and laying a Vessel. Just aggressively attacking the opponent's hand seems like a good bet. When Thought Knot enters the battlefield. Interesting. I'm gonna go for a Vessel and pretend like, oh, I hope this doesn't get unsubstantiated. Alright. Well, this one's gonna get unsubstantiated. And that's why it was better than Reality Smasher. But our opponent is down on 10 life. And we're almost underneath. We're not really that close to being underneath. Oh, that's weird that they chose to do it that way. They have an Incendiary Flow and 5 lands. I like our odds. We drew another land, which is good. We have a lot of life, which is good. Opponent doesn't, which is good. So there's another Vessel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Reality Smasher, so that's actually is going to require a chump block from the opponent. Unless they have drawn with their 2 cards something that can deal with this, which is possible, but we still have, okay, we won. Sideboarding. Yeah, I really want an extra land in the deck, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Always sideboard an extra land, people. Where is it? collection. What do we want? I'll just go with the basic forest for now. Cutting. I think Nissa's Renewal is just too expensive. I would rather just have a basic forest. Okay. And as it's done, I like what we have. Actually, we want probably another Mattery Shaper over a Pilgrim's Eye just to be the most aggro possible. Although again, if anything's gonna go wrong, it will be missing lands. This hand is okay. I don't think I'm gonna mulligan it. Again, it's like, we really want Jotty Offshoots. But, did I sideboard it in Mockery of Nature? Did I fuck that up too? Yeah, maybe we should have mulliganed. Like, mulliganing is pretty fine against Fevered Visions. Because I'm gonna contort that, keep our life total high. If the opponent doesn't have Fevered Visions, then it probably will be easy. If they do, then it's gonna probably be hard. Whatever, I don't care. Like, it's lucky. I will actually call that lucky because um, they are gonna have it turn 3 less than half, or maybe roughly half the time, and they have had it in 2 of the games. So if we lose, it's like, for one, I want to win and be able to beat that regardless. On the other hand, it's lucky. It is. And we can still win. It is. Super dependent on that. If we stumble, it's going to be terrible for us. If we draw a land, then we'll be fine. Didn't draw a land. Go for another Matter Reshaper or go for a Grapple. I'm going to put pressure on the table and just hope we draw a land next turn. We can still go like Thought Land. Oh, wow. Well, I'm not going to F3 yet. Lightning Axe. Come on, land. Battlefield. Well, we hit a land. So it's not the worst thing to ever happen. And we drew another Grapple, which kind of sucks balls. It does. You can't say it doesn't. Yeah, so game plan is survive. Like, if we can go Thought Knot into Decimator, that would be a way to win. And, I mean, we're kind of primed to do that. 16, opponent has 4 cards. I think we could still win. Yeah, also the Mockery. What happened to Mockery of Nature? Did I not side that in? Active Treason. That is going to be painful. Jeez, that's pretty good. Kind of. It seems pretty good. Seems not bad. Jace flipped. And opponent can Active Treason us again if we don't have blockers. And then shrunk it. Honey, I shrunk the kids. So we can Thought Knot at this point. 100% to Thought Knot. Oh, wow, unsubstantiate. And people were gonna die. I guess we should attack the Jace. At least we drew a land. Huh, so we can go Thought Knot, Primal Druid. Yikes. Wandering Fumarole can do us in. Although the opponent only has 2 cards left, so we're not like 100% dead yet. We're just mostly dead. There's a Thermo Alchemist. Okay. Opponent with only 1 card left. 2 cards now. Jotty Offshoot is quite a good draw. Just gaining 1 life, just having a blocker and gaining a life is huge. And then throw down Thought Knot. Grapples are so awkward here. Unsubstantiate again is annoying. Okay. We don't really have an attack because of this thing. And we have to go, and at least we drew a land. And at least the opponent is playing all these unsubstantiates, which are non-lethal. And we're ramping towards Decimator. Although Jotty offshoot, my guy, my bro Jotty, has defenders, so have to keep that in mind. Could minus us in active treason. With Thermo Alchemist would put us super low. Opponent played a land, they've got one card left. 2, 3, 4. I think we're getting Collective Defiance. Is the opponent going to take out our hand? That would be really interesting. Are they going to shoot Reshaper and go to the face? We're getting Collective Defiance of some kind. Probably will kill our offshoot and burn us. And then we will die on the next turn to Jace. So it's not looking super good. Oh, actually, Fumarole. Interesting. And then the opponent is going to unsubstantiate. Bouncing our Matter Reshaper. I would say that we definitely want to chump block. This offshoot is not worth 4 life. Although the good news is that we're still at 9. And there's a Traverse. The problem is I don't know if we actually brought in Mockery of Nature. 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm not sure if we have instant sorcery. No, we only have 2 cards. We don't even have Delirium anyways. So 2, 3, 4. I say we go Thought Knot and Primal Druid. We can't go Thought Knot and Matter Reshaper. Take the Primal Druid. Fevered Visions. Jeez. And play Primal Druid. And then go get a Waste so that we know we hit our land next turn. We're going to go to 8. We're going to go to 6. Did I even bring in Mockery? I just fucked up. Oh well. Go ahead and get the Wastes. And pass the turn. We're still not quite dead yet. And there's an offshoot which could maybe buy us another turn. Super good match, win or lose. Again, I feel like there's 50% chance they just don't have visions and the game's easy. We might just get burned out here. If they've drawn a burn spell, we're just dead. Yeah, we're dead. GG's. I'll fix. Well, Mockery wouldn't have won us this game anyways, just being in our deck. It was hard to draw and cast. I could also have, beyond luck, like I could make this matchup better by having like more Gnarlwood Dryads and more Noose Constrictors and stuff. Although we just didn't draw those. I also could have mulliganed more, so it's a learning process. But I feel like I could get this match to a place where I would win most of the time. I think I could do that without having to like sacrifice everything. So hope you enjoyed that match. And if I wanted to make it better, I would more Gnarlwood. I mean, we go up to 2 and 2 Constrictors. I mean, I honestly feel that we were a little bit unlucky, and it's on one hand, it's like blaming luck and variance is not a good way to learn, but it's also like uh, you don't want to overboard a matchup because you think it's bad, but it's not actually. But how could we make it better? The forest would have helped. I think I'm gonna cut World Breaker from the main, and then I might try another Gnarlwood in the main, and then have even another in the board, and that would improve it if we had another land and more early drops. And yeah, so thanks for watching. We learned something, several things, and we'll be back tomorrow with another battle. Have a blessed day.